Today, we're talking about boosting your website traffic using contests.
This is Better Radio Websites, the podcast for radio professionals who want to see their website generate more traffic and revenue. Each week, your host, Jim Sherwood, and his special guests give you time-tested tips and secret tricks to ensure your radio station dominates digital in your market. Here we go.
Hi, it's Jim, and welcome to Better Radio Websites, the podcast that wants to help you get more visitors and the most revenue from your radio station website. Hey, and if you find the content that we produce each week here on the podcast, please give us a review and subscribe to whatever channel that you are listening on. We are actually now on YouTube. All of our previous episodes, audio only, are on YouTube. Just do a search for Better Radio Websites to find us there, and be sure to subscribe because we need those subscribers built so we can reach more people who want to do better on their radio station website. Today we're talking about contests, and contests have always been synonymous with radio stations. I mean, the first time that I was on the radio was when I was the right caller to win a Lee Greenwood cassette. We're talking way back in high school, and picking that cassette up was my very first visit to a radio station, and leaving there with that cassette in hand, you'd have thought I'd won a brand new car. I mean, there wasn't much skill involved. I was simply the correct caller. But there's something about the feeling of being singled out and given something for free that entices all of us to engage with contests. And I believe that mindset is still present when people enter online contests. However, there seems to be fewer online contests across the many radio station websites that I visit each week. Is it because the stations don't have anything to give away? Or is there a lack of interest in creating contests? Hopefully it's not a lack of interest, because online contests are a great way to keep visitors returning to your website on a consistent basis to engage with your station brand experience. Having those frequent touch points with your radio station builds loyalty, and you can turn the average visitor into a fan just by this great experience. And tracking those visitor numbers provides you with valuable data to show existing and potential online advertisers. So contests can be a powerful tool for meeting your online marketing goals and increasing your online revenue. Now, today we're going to talk about some best practices to keep in mind for your website contest. Number one is always have at least one active contest. Like I say, there's many radio stations who just do not have anything on their contest pages. And the radio websites that I visit with no active contests just gives me the impression that the radio station isn't very active. They're not doing very much. Does your midday show have a listen to win contest at a specific time every day? That should be listed on your contest page. Does the morning show accept birthdays and give a random person with the birthday a birthday cake from a local bakery? This is technically a contest. It can be listed there as well. If your radio station is giving away anything on air, online, over social media, include the details on these on your contest page. It's where your visitors would go to expect to find details on anything that they heard contest-wise on the radio or over social media. And it can also set a listening appointment for somebody who didn't know that the midday show was giving away lunch every day at 11 o'clock. If they see it on your contest page, then they'll listen tomorrow for a chance to win. Don't think that all of your online contests must have a sign-up form. It's okay if the contests listed on your contest page are information only, listen to win. And if you simply have no contest happening at your radio station at all, not on air, not online, nothing, be sure to remove the link to your contest page from your main menu. It is better to not have a contest page listed in your menu than have an empty one. All right, number two is build contests around sponsors when possible. Ideally, every contest should have a paying sponsor, right? That's the way they've been in the past. Contests help sponsors because their brand is mentioned each time the contest is promoted. This can give them a much wider exposure than their typical social media following or purchasing an ad schedule from you. And they will also likely be providing a prize or a part of the prize. And this will increase the exposure of those product brands. For example, we had a pool company here in Jackson, Mississippi that also sold the Big Green Egg. the big outdoor cooker grill type thing, smoker. It does everything. So the contest promotion was actually for the pool place as well as the Big Green Egg Company. So both of those brands were being promoted in the contest. Now, your first instinct may be to get a paid client's involvement for your contest every single time, but it may be better that the client doesn't pay for the contest because the station might benefit more from the sponsor promoting the contest on its social media channels, linking back to your website. This could mean substantially more website traffic and increased social media followers that the station would get, which then you can in turn monetize later in other ways for longer periods of time. I mean, some national ad agencies will only advertise on your station website if you've had X number of unique visitors in the last month or the last quarter or whatever. So finding the right client with these benefits could surpass the value that you would receive from them paying to be a part of your contest promotion. So it's key to see how many social media followers that they have and how they would promote the contest once they became involved with it, because it may be better that the contest is free, but they promote it on their website or they promote it on their social media channels. All right, number 3 in our list of best practices is to include reasons for entrants to return and register often. Since we're focusing on increasing your website traffic, build in reasons for your visitors to return to the contest page daily or hourly. I mean, this could be a key phrase that changes daily for an online entry, having a different prize each day, or allowing visitors only the ability to register once every hour or once every day. Either way, build in an opportunity for your listeners to return for an increased chance of winning. Promote that fact so that they will return often, and that will increase your page views. Now, we do not recommend making your contest with an open registration. This would allow them to flood your contest with their entries just over and over and over and over and over. And this kind of repeating traffic, it will not help your SEO efforts as much as requiring them to return every hour or every day. Because in addition to getting more traffic, we do want to increase our SEO of this page and of your website as a whole. So that's another thing to keep in mind. It's not just about the page views, it is actually increasing your SEO. Next on our list is limit your contest questions. You can have a fantastic prize, but if the entry is this long questionnaire, expect only a few people to follow through with the entry. If you get lots of traffic to your page and they immediately leave when they see the questions, that can negatively affect that SEO that we were just talking about, because your average visitor time spent on site will drop. That metric will drop, so your overall SEO score will drop as well. So try limiting your questions to only what is required to identify the winner if they win. It's better to make it very easy for visitors to enter the contest and then collect further information from them after they have won the contest. I mean, we've seen many contests only ask for a name and email or just a name and phone number, and that is it. All right, next on our list is provide a way for entrants to sign up for your newsletter. While you're already accepting names and emails in this contest form, it can be customary to provide a checkbox for the entrant to also sign up for your station newsletter. If you can do this, then do take advantage of it, because increasing your newsletter subscribers ensures that you have more ability to get your content out to more people on a consistent basis, whether that's a daily newsletter, a weekly newsletter, or even a monthly newsletter. A newsletter with more subscribers can increase your page views as well. All right, next on our list is to properly define the contest rules. Contest rules can be defined by section, like the contest dates, the prize or prizes involved, sponsor information, eligibility criteria, how to enter the contest, how the winners will be selected and notified, releases, and letting winners know where their name might appear once they have won. It's also very, very important to include details if you plan to share the list of entries with anyone outside of the radio station. You must include this, because sharing entry information without indicating that you're doing so can be a violation of someone's privacy rights. So you don't want to go there at all. We actually highly discourage sharing the information unless there is a form field that allows the entrants to opt out of having their information shared. You should have that ability as well. Now, there's really no need to create a rules page for every single contest that you do if those rules can be covered by your general contest rules page. If you don't have a general contest rules page on your station website, there are dozens of places that you can look for online to help get you started with one. We'll have a link to one in the show notes. And when drafting your official rules page, be sure that they comply with all laws and regulations. You may want to get your legal team involved in that because each state has its own rules and regulations on how contests can be run. For example, if your prize exceeds $500 in Rhode Island, you must register the contest with the state before you put it on your website. All right, I had no idea about that until I was researching all of this, but that is interesting. So be sure that your contest has proper rules and regulations that comply with your state and your area that you're in. All right, next on our list is to properly promote your contest. Contests will help your sponsored clients, but keep in mind that they also serve to increase your website traffic. So promote them often on air, over social media channels, and in your newsletters. Also, ensure that they are prominently on your website homepage. It's a great idea to build excitement about a contest by using your skills to tease the benefits of entering. You know how we tease on-air information, coming up next hour, we have the information about this to keep people listening longer. Well, use those skills for your contest. Instead of simply listing the contest name and providing a link, use a call to action that prompts an immediate response. For example, instead of click to enter our 10K giveaway, grab the visitor's attention with something a little bit more compelling, like, what would you do if we handed you $10,000? Click here. Another way of promoting the contest is by creating a fear of missing out. This is one of the most popular methods in marketing to spike people's interest. For example, your neighbor may just be the one who wins our $10,000, but not if you enter more times than he does. Enter here. And if you have sponsors attached to the contest, be sure that there is a plan in place before the contest starts that they know that they should be promoting the contest on their social media pages, on their website, and anything that they do outside, in their newsletter, everything, because that's going to increase the engagement and the page views on your website. Also, plan to promote the winners once the contest is complete. I think many times this step is missed because essentially the contest is over and the big excitement is gone now. But posting names and photos of your contest winners in blog posts and over social media, that's a great way to show your audience how engaged with them that you are. The people who lost might try harder to win next time, and your winners will likely share that post with their social media followers, whom might be experiencing the radio station for the first time and want to follow you for a chance to win next time. So be sure that you do that after the contest promotion as well. Next is properly track visitors. Now, throughout this episode, we've been explaining how contests can drive your website traffic, giving you valuable information to share with advertisers so that they can purchase ad space or more contests on your radio station website. There is no valuable data unless you are tracking it. Monitor the analytics throughout the contest to see how your promotion is performing. If people are visiting the page but not signing up, perhaps the form is too long or complicated. If there are no visitors at all, then perhaps the contest calls to action, or maybe the other ways that you are promoting it needs a tweak. But if you monitor the analytics throughout the process, it's going to help you with this contest and the others in the future, because over time, you're going to see patterns in what interests your audience, what kinds of contests that they engage with a little bit more than others, all kinds of valuable information. So, wrapping up, a contest may not be the most obvious way to generate traffic for your website, but the results may surprise you, especially if you partner with a sponsor with a lot of social media followers. Just be sure that you invest time and effort into making every contest that you have on your website more engaging. The more engaging your contests are, the more traffic they will bring. Hey, if this episode has helped you out, please share it out with a friend and be sure to subscribe wherever you get this podcast. Have an awesome week online making your radio station website better. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to Better Radio Websites. Inspired by today's episode? Be sure you are subscribed and share this episode with a friend. Visit skyrocketradio.com/podcasts for more episodes as well as show notes for this episode. Need help starting or making your station website better? Visit skyrocketradio.com.